So, you've come to hear me tell a story, have you?
If you please, we would love to hear one of your stories. You have seen so much. You have lived so long.
Oh, so good of you to remind me of my age, child. No, don't worry. I am an old woman, but I've lived a long and fulfilling life, and I do have stories to tell. Which story would you like to hear?
A true one. A true story.
All my stories are true, child. There are enough fairy tales in the worlds already. There's no need for me to make up more, believe me.
Tell us the story of the balance, then.
You want the story of the balance? Oh, that's a long story, child, and not one I'd venture to tell at this hour. But perhaps I could tell you a story that I heard a long time ago. A story that became a crucial turning point in the history of the balance, and that set in motion wheels that to this day are still turning.
Please, yes, that does sound like a story we'd like to hear.
Very well. This story, like all good stories, begins where it ends, in a tower, in a realm that is no more.
Okay. What's happening? Hey, Bahamut DP. I'm glad you got them working. Awesome. Oh, there we go. Apparently is the future. And this is us, I guess. Oh, it looks like we've got our pointer back.
Oh, no. Don't tell me I'm dreaming again. You know, for once, just once, it would be nice to have a decent night's sleep without waking up screaming from a bad dream at 4 a.m.
That does sound like a good idea. So, one thing that we have a problem with right now that I couldn't figure out how to fix is this artifacting from the mouse pointer. That's one thing I couldn't figure out how to fix. I mean, I can fix it by, um, like, doing that, but I still get some artifacting. So I don't know how to fix that. Um, but I think we can deal with that. I can open up the options screen and exit and it'll go away. But that's one thing I couldn't figure out how to fix. I had some other issues. I was able to fix all of those. But that's one I couldn't figure out how to deal with.
What's happening? Oh, perfect. I guess if I don't do something to save that egg, I'll suffer 7 years of bad karma or something.
Really? Is that the deal?
Did that sound come from the egg? Boy, that's some chick. I don't think I can get a good grip on it. It's too big and slippery, and I might drop it by accident.
Really? Okay.
It looks reptilian, but it can't be. It's much, much too big, and I don't much care for reptiles.
Okay. So we need to figure out a way to pick the egg up. Okay, so we can go over here. Alright,
Something happened to this rock quite recently, and it probably altered the course of the stream. Hey, maybe that's why the tree's dying. Something happened to this rock quite recently. Something happened to this rock quite recently, and it something happened to this rock quite recently, and it probably altered the. I'm an artist, not a botanist, but I'm pretty certain this tree is dead, or close to it.
Oh, the suffering we must endure.
What?
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing us?
Torturing you? Who are you?
We are the voice of all trees, the spirit of wood and leaf.
You're a talking tree?
No, a tree does not talk. At least not in your tongue. The tongue of trees is the language of wood, root, and leaf.
Who are you then?
Like we said, we are the voice of all trees. Whenever an injustice is done, we must speak for the tree if we are present.
It's the branch. I shouldn't have broken the branch off.
Oh, what does it matter anyway? There is nothing more to be done for us. We are simply here to provide comfort in the final passing to Earth.
We? I only see one of you.
We are one with our host, as we are all one spirit, but legion.
Yeah, thanks for clearing that up.
We do not expect you to understand. You are human.
Okay. Oh, I have dialogue option. What do I do? Double click? Oh.
What happened to the tree?
Oh, okay. Arrow
Oh,
keys.
the pain. As the battle raged, we...
Battle?
Between the Mother and Black Chaos. She was only protecting her child, but it would not back down, and the force of their battle shook the mountain. The brook that fed us was led astray, and without water, we began to wither and die.
What's the deal with the egg?
What's the deal with the egg?
Egg? What Oh, of course, the child. Whenever the mother was absent, we were entrusted with the safety of the child. But now, withered and without strength, we can do nothing to help. We have failed the mother, and we despair. Our shame knows no bounds.
Who are you again?
We are the wood spirit. We come to all trees in the hour of great need to provide comfort and aid in the passing to earth, and
Yes,
to
it
give
is.
a voice to those who suffer.
Very deep tree
Our
stuff.
time is running out as we speak. The passing to earth is about to begin. Leave us now.
What about the egg?
It is too late. Without sustenance, we do not have the strength to bring it safely home. We have failed, and the earth will know our shame for all time to come.
Isn't there anything I can do to help?
Oh, we do not expect a human to come to our aid.
Lose the attitude, okay? Just tell me if there's anything I can do.
It is futile. We need water, but there is none. Not after the brook changed course.
I'll find a way. Don't panic.
We do not panic. Unlike you, we accept our destiny. If, however, against all odds, you do succeed, we will carry the child safely back into its nest. Do not make a foolish attempt on your own. It would spell certain misery.
Okay. Alright. I guess that's... we need to figure out how to get the water back?
Postcard pretty. It's a pristine and picture-perfect dawn.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Just it looks pretty good, but there's like this giant thundercloud here, which doesn't look good to me. Okay, so I like the layering. The layering's pretty cool. Graphical style is pretty cool. Okay. So what can we do here?
According to the, spirit, there was some kind of battle that split the rock and changed the course of the stream.
Yeah, amazingly real 3D. Alright, save it again. Okay. What do we have in game settings? Enable time skip. Okay, we don't want to do that. Shadows, alright, cool.
Hello? Testing 1.
Alright. There we go. Okay, let's look. What do we got here? What do we got? We have a twig. That's it. Thought I saw something over here. Are we like stuck here? Is this it? Is this all we can do right now?
very big egg. No, the spirit said the tree would lift the egg back. I don't want to risk a very big egg.
It's a very big egg. Okay. Okay, we got a nest here. Ah, don't go that way. Alright, we got a nest over here. Check that out. Oops. We don't seem to be able to look at it. Oh wait, we can look at it. Okay.
It's a nest, padded with large scales. Very large scales.
A
For
dragon,
some
maybe?
strange reason, I have a feeling I should get the hell out of here before the tenants return.
Hmm.
It's a nest.
Yeah, we already got that. Okay.
This is interesting. I've never seen a scale this size before. I'll keep
Oh,
it as
got
a souvenir.
something. Got something. I got the scale. Okay, cool. Cool.
I'm an artist.
Okay, what do we got? Well, this looks too easy.
It's a large, slick, and somehow disturbingly reptilian scale. I'll lose my balance and fall if I have to hold a scale like this. I need something to support it with.
Ah, so we use the branch. Okay, so we can maybe use these two items
I
together.
think I just made a funnel. Cool.
Ah,
I'm
there
so
we go.
proud of
There
myself.
we go. Come on.
This should do the trick.
Alright. Magic water. Apparently. Fuck the tree again. So we can now look
Talk
at the
about
tree.
instant rehab.
And we can talk to the tree.
Hello? Hello?
Leave us be.
Are you okay?
We find our strength returned, and so we have no time for idle conversation. We must drink and rejoice.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Hush, listen. The song of ancient wood. Is it not sweet?
Sweet, definitely. Yeah. The baby's probably ready to boogie down as well.
The baby. Oh, the egg. Thank the earth. We almost forgot.
Uh-oh.
Yoink!
What? What was that? Uh-oh.
It does look like a dragon.
It is you. You have come.
Yeah, it's totally me.
You know me?
April, daughter, I have been waiting for you.
Waiting.
What?
Because it begins here, with you, as it always has.
What do you mean?
The breach and the mending, the pain and the joy, the end of the old and the dawn of the new. A different world. I am the mother of what is, but you are the mother of a future that may yet be.
How will I know? How will I know what to do?
I will guide you, and I will protect you as much as I can. But in the end, you are on your own.
I'm afraid.
You always were, my child, my daughter.
Okay.
This is probably not a good thing.
Well, this looks bad. Ah, it was a dream. Well, it was a dream-like thing. Penumbra. Penumbra.
Nightmare. I'm completely exhausted. I must have been tossing and turning all night. It's so hot in here, too. No wonder I keep having these weird dreams. I've basically been simmering in my own sweat every night this past week. Doesn't look like it's gonna cool down anytime soon, either. It's another sunny day in Newport.
So apparently it's hot. We don't have air conditioning, which is great.
Well, it's a good thing the studio's got proper air conditioning.
Oh,
I
it does have
promised
air
myself I was going
conditioning.
to spend most of the day working, and I don't intend to break that promise. Not this time.
What do I have? I have a cash card. I have a cash card. This reminds me of another game called Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders, where I had a cash card, and I had a finite amount of money, and if I ran out of money, I was dead-ended. I kind of doubt that I can get dead-ended in this game based on the way they describe the book.
I'm not good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine despite months of neglect.
Rather, the way they describe the game in the book. Because that would not be fun.
That's my desk, so, theoretically, that's where I'm supposed to do my work. I think my muse has departed me for greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best.
Desk, desk, desk. Chair.
It's just a chair.
Rug. Can I check out the rug? Oh, here's something. A diary. Well, let's look at that.
My on-again, off-again diary. We've had a turbulent relationship, her and I.
Can I
Dear diary, note to self. Dreams of talking trees and dragons aside, it's still no excuse for talking to inanimate matter in the real world. So quit it.
Okay, we now have a diary. I think that gives us option to read her diary. Happy birthday to me, the big 1-8. Joyness, right? Well, not to sound like a complete spoil sport, but 18 feels kind of like 17. This is hard to read. This is a difficult font to read. Only I can buy a gun and pilot a hovercraft. I'd kind of figured that the number 18 would cast light onto the deep dark chasm of my soul and reveal some grand truth about the universe, like the meaning of life, or at least some explanation as to why all guys are complete idiots. But no, nothing. I'm the same person today that I was yesterday. No different. Same old boring April, stuck in the same old boring life. Which, of course, does make me realize something important. I just have to get out of here soon. I have to leave. There's nothing here for me. No future. And a past I'd prefer to forget. And I know where I want to go. The Venice Academy of Visual Arts in Newport. Isn't she in Newport? She wants to go to... Okay. How much do we have to read here? Not a huge amount. Okay. God knows if they'd accept me into their fall program, but I have to try. Sarah went out there last year, and she's agreed to let me stay at her place for a short while until I get a job and an apartment. Writing about leaving is both scary and exciting. It's scary because I've never really been on my own before, and I've never been to Newport. And of course, I'm scared that good old baddie will find out and force me to stay. Or good old, I don't know if maybe that's daddy. Not that he can, but he will certainly try. On the other hand, it's really exciting too. I can't imagine anything that beats starting on my own. Life in a place like Venice. From what I've seen and heard, it looks great. There are lots of little cafes and crisscrossing canals, just like in the real Venice in Italy. And most of the people who live there are young and creative and not afraid to look or sound or be different, which will make a nice change from this place. Okay. Today I called the academy and asked about their admission requirements, and they told me to bring some of my work. And hey, Bogus Meat Factory, how's it going? I have been struggling to get this game to work, and I think I finally got it. Although the fonts look really awful and they're difficult to read. I was having a problem with a mouse not clicking. Like I would click on something and it wouldn't click. So I spent probably a half an hour trying to troubleshoot that problem, but I think I got it working. So now we're going through April's diary, which we just picked up. So we're just at the beginning of the game at chapter 1. They don't really have any specific requirements, only that you're talented and dedicated and hardworking. I can't get this game to window. I actually can't get this game to window. I can't. Alt Enter does not work. Alt Enter is not a working command, so I can't get this game to window. Actually, with the default installation, I'm using a program called DXWND, which is a game that allows you to window DirectX programs, which I've used for a lot of old games, which allows kind of it's both a windowing system for DirectX programs and a method to kind of a compatibility layer for it kind of does some emulation and compatibility fixing and stuff for old games. So I have this one running in a window right now, but it's running through this DXWND program, which is allowing me to window it, which makes it easier to capture and stream, because full screen applications, especially old ones, tend to just wreak havoc on my when it comes to streaming. And I think I've got it resolved. So far, it looks good. The lady I spoke to sounded nice, but she didn't make any promises. She told me there are a lot of applicants and only a limited amount of spaces. I know my work's good, even though I haven't had much training, and I'm definitely dedicated and hardworking. So why am I still nervous? May 1st. I'm sorry I haven't kept up with events in this diary, but with my can't read that word. With something and everything else going on right before graduation. Exams. That says exams, I think. With exams and everything else going on before graduation, I haven't had the time. I know. Bad excuse. I'll just have to take time out and I'll definitely keep my diary up to date from now on. May 25th. Obviously, she didn't. Arg! 3 weeks of complete silence. I look back at my previous diaries and I wonder, where the hell did I find the time to write so much so often? Oh well, I'll try to remember what's been going on the past few weeks. I passed all my exams with straight A's, of course. Of course. Duh. And tomorrow morning, I'm leaving home. Yes, I'm making the leap into the great unknown, and I'm never coming back here. I withdrew all my money from the bank, $2,130, and I packed a suitcase and a bag with my clothes and work samples and books and everything else I can't do without. Unfortunately, I have to leave so many old toys, some of the bigger canvases, my screen, and it's not like I can have Mona ship them or anything. I'm leaving a letter for my family, but I'm not telling them where I'm going. 18 years under constant scrutiny is enough. I really don't want to carry any of that crap with me into my new life. Strangely enough, when I was packing this morning, I suddenly remembered something I'd forgotten a long time ago. When I was a kid, I kept all my drawings in a box under the floorboards so my dad wouldn't find them and berate me for wasting my time. The box was right where I put it more than 6 years ago. I didn't feel like looking at any of the drawings right away, so I wrapped the box up and stuck it in my bag. I'll open it when I get to Venice. I don't think this is the right time for nostalgia, this nostalgic reminiscence about my childhood, but I'm glad I remembered to pack the box. So tonight's the night. I'm sneaking out of here at 4 a.m. to catch the train to Greenvale, and from there to the big city itself, Newport. At dinner tonight, I'll see Mona, Dad, Daniel, and Owen for the last time in a long while. I don't really care if I ever see Dad again, but I feel sorry for oh, that's Mom, not Mona. That's Mom. I feel sorry for Mom. She doesn't seem to care much for me, but I know she'll miss me. And I know she'll feel very guilty for turning a blind eye to the way he treated me throughout all those years. As for Danny and Owen, I don't really know. Danny's an asshole. He could theoretically improve, though I doubt he wants to. As for Owen, he's still a kid. He might turn out okay, but as long as Dad's in control, I'm not too optimistic. Man, we've got 2 more pages. I'm going to the pond tonight to say goodbye. I haven't been there in a long while, not since that crazy day. Well, I have to see it one last time, or I'll never get it out of my head. As for my friends, I don't really want to say anything. I'll mail them when I get to Newport, to Venice. So this is the last entry I write here, in this house, in this room. In some strange way I can't really understand. I'll miss it. Not much, but I did grow up here. I did spend 18 years, oh my God, in this place, and that's not soon forgotten or ignored. I don't want to feel bad for what I'm doing, but I can't help it. I do feel bad, a little, but more than anything, I'm excited about tomorrow, what tomorrow will bring. I think, yeah, I believe I might actually be happy. Imagine that. Friday, July 28th, 2209. Way too early in the morning, and I won't even try to describe the dream I just had. Like, enough with the fairy tales already. I need to start dreaming about boys and shopping. You know, the important things in life. It just dawned on me that the student exhibition opens in less than 2 weeks. My painting, and I mean that in the broadest sense of the word, is not even close to being presentable. Even that's an overstatement. All I have is a blank canvas, and while that may fool some people, like in... Wow, I can't read that word. What an expressive statement, like in whoa, what an expressive statement of nothingness. It won't fool my teachers. So today, I have to put in a solid 6 hours of work at the studio and just hope that inspiration will strike me like lightning from the sky. It could happen. Alright, so there we go. Often, due to the threat of a game crashing, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing.
I'm part of the should be reading more but life's too short generation. We embrace our illiteracy.
Yeah, agreed.
The last book I read
Coffees.
was How to Seduce the Man of Your Dreams. Now, if I can just find a man to dream about, I'll be all set.
Everything can glitch. So maybe we can change out of our, maybe we can actually put some clothes on. Here's some clothes.
Alright, so my wardrobe's sort of chic deficient, but I can't afford to be cutting edge. Useful, practical, and cheap is my shopping mantra.
That's true. Windows 98 was not the most stable thing in the world.
When fame and wealth come knocking, I'll buy a wardrobe the size of an ocean liner and fill it with clothes for $1 million. Right now, I'll try to focus on my work.
Toy monkey.
Yoink!
Can I change?
When fame and wealth come knocking,
Yeah, you already told me that.
An empty cardboard box. That's so not interesting. It's a bunch of drawings I drew when I was a kid. I don't even know why I brought them here. They mean absolutely nothing to me. Bunch of useless old I could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get a house and fill it with all kinds of new junk. The past, who needs it?
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to get rid of this mouse artifacting. This is the one thing I can't figure out how to get rid of. Well, apparently we're not going to put on clothes. Alright.
I had to borrow some posters from the cafe because I just can't afford to buy any of my own. When I think about it, that's so depressing.
That is kind of depressing. Hey, there's a monkey. Let's look at it.
legs and do the monkey.
Mildly amusing, but irritating as hell. I'll shut him up now.
Well, I don't know what version you were using. I'm using the GOG version. So there's a Steam version and a GOG version, and I'm using the GOG version. Hey, Tonda, how's it going? Whoops. So you were using the GOG version too. Well, interestingly enough, I can't window. I mean, I guess I can Alt Tab out of it. Let me save the game again. I mean, not that I've done much, but that's not what I wanted to do. So there, I just Alt Tabbed out of it and came back, and still happening. And one other interesting thing that it was worth noting about this is if I hit quit game. So while you see the "Are you sure you would like to quit the game" on the stream where it says yes or no, on mine, when on the main window, it's just white. Like I don't see anything. I don't see the yes or no. So oddly enough, when it's capturing, when it's actually capturing the window, it captures the "Are you sure you want to quit the game? Yes or no?" The color black, it looks like. On mine, it is just a white box. So, which is really weird. That's really weird to me. That we're getting different. I'm getting different. It's capturing something that is I'm not actually seeing. So that's really weird. I can't. I'll probably play around with this more. Hey Ash, how's it going? It's very strange. It's very strange. The weird thing is, the problem that I was having before was that how do I exit out of this? Oh, here we go. The problem I was having before was that I'd click something with the mouse and it wouldn't register the click. Which was really weird. I have a desk. I can technically go out the door, but I'm kind of not dressed, so that seems like a bad idea. So we got posters here. We've got a plant.
I'm not good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine despite months of neglect.
Hi, everybody!
Hi, Dr. Nick!
Hey, Retro Gaming Junction, thank you for the raid. How is it going? How was your stream? Were you playing Phantasmagoria? How did that go? And thanks for the follow. Okay, we've opened the closet.
Shelves.
Wow, one word description. Nice. Okay. I have never played Phantasmagoria, so I can't really it's one of the Sierra games that I haven't
That fan
played.
is supposed to keep the room nice and cool in the summer. Sure. Yeah. It's at least 1/4 of a degree cooler in here when it's on.
Well, looks like maybe we need to go to the hallway?
I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, babe. Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
Zach, listen, I've got to run, and...
What's going on, April? How you been?
Yeah, it is on GOG. I don't really have time to hang around. Pretty good, and you? I was doing just fine until you came along.
I don't really have time to hang around.
Then how about hanging out with me tonight? A few raptures, some hot dancing. Did I tell you I got a VIP pass to the pavilion? Those things are hard to come by, babe.
No, that's not gonna work, Zach.
What? You got something against me, babe? Do I offend you in some way?
Oh, no. I just don't think it's a good idea for us to be together like that.
Hey, whatever. You come crawling back when you realize your mistake, babe. I'm out of here.
Okay.
What an asshole.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Alright. I don't want to go to Zach's apartment. That's my apartment. Plant here. This Charlie's apartment. Free access terminal. What's that?
It's a fact, as in F-A-C-T, free access terminal.
I have somewhat played Gabriel Knight 2, but it's on my list of games to play. I don't think I've actually played all the way through it. It's on my list of games to play. My extensive list of games to play, which is huge. Talk to it. Can we talk to it?
Voice interface is not installed. Please use the touchscreen interface to communicate with this free access terminal.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Why not consider a very reasonable upgrade? In addition to a voice interface, true holo display technology and Instacredit compatibility.
No, I'll just use my hands, thanks.
You are missing out on a great opportunity. If you upgrade now...
Hold on. You understood that. You have a voice interface installed already. Why would I pay to have another one installed?
Current voice interface is for sales purposes only. If you take advantage of this very affordable upgrade today...
No, really. This terminal doesn't belong to me.
Noted. Please refrain from voice communication in the future, or you will be reported to the FACT FUB and charged for processing time.
FUB?
Fair Use Bureau. They are authorized to carry deadly arms.
Well, whatever. Sorry.
Funny. I can't actually use it. Like, it says use the touchscreen, but I can't. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Where are we now? We're downstairs. Okay. Hey, that looks familiar. Flat screen TV there. Okay, let's look at the corkboard. Ooh. Be considerate.
Be considerate. Keep the volume down after 11 p.m. Fiona. Common room duty roster, July 27th. April and Emma. Oh, joy. Manual labor. My favorite. San Francisco. I'd love to go there someday. Someday soon, hopefully.
Alright, Bogus Meat Factory. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And thanks for the tips. Trying to get this game working. I think I'm gonna probably continue working on it more to see if I can get the other
Annual summer blowout at the Fringe
issues
Cafe,
out.
Friday, August 4th, 8 p.m. Free food, live performances by Roy and Dale, Harlequin Masquerade, the Go-Getters. Tickets available at the bar. $10 only. Spread the word. Common Room Duty Roster, July 27th. April and Emma. Oh, joy. Manual labor. My favorite.
Okay.
Pizza and Movie Night, Monday, July 31st.
Ooh, pizza and movie night.
BYOS. BYO what? Soap?
Bring your own
I'm
pizza.
sorry, but big sweaty jocks do not turn me on. I'll take a nerd any day. I can't tell what that note's saying as long as it's up there. Fiona's handwriting is not particularly legible.
Got a note. Okay. Cool. We got a note. That is nice. Alright. I mean, who doesn't like watching screensavers? I mean, it looks like I have an Amazon Fire TV, and it looks like when the Fire TV goes to screensaver mode, I guess the Chrome does that too. Looks like the screensaver. And I have admittedly watched the screensaver. Is there some nice pictures?
It's a chair.
Matchbook. Let's take it.
Yoink!
Alright.
Shelves.
Shelves. The other interesting factoid that I learned about this game is apparently when it was released, it was only a very regional select release. And we're lucky that apparently it did so well that it was released to a much, much larger audience and sold a lot of copies. I don't think there's anything else I can do in here.
It's a chair. Shelves.
Corkboard. Window. Got the window.
We have a nice view of the bridges from this window.
We have front door. Got the front door. We got the front door. Oh, we can. Okay, we're outside. Nice. Okay.
I love this mural, even though the motif is a little trite. I mean, fairy tale forests and magical dragons? Still, it's pretty. I wonder what happened to the artist. Probably making a bundle from cheesy fantasy calendars and book covers.
Okay.
It's a rusty old wheel. I'd imagine it turns the water on and off. What a mystifying contraption, and completely absurd. What are all these valves and wheels and thingamajigs for? What grand purpose does it all serve? That's probably Mickey's handiwork. She's the tool gal around these here parts. I wonder why she put the clamp there, though. I guess that's a pressure gauge. It's
Me too.
100. That's percent, I guess. 100% pressure?
I would guess it's a pressure gauge because when I roll my mouse over it, it says pressure gauge.
Mystifying. Mystifying. Mystifying.
We got a wheel, and a machine. We got a machine. Okay. We can do stuff with the clamp, but we have no reason to do anything with the clamp. There doesn't seem to be any reason to do anything here. We're just gonna leave. We have no reason to deal with this. So right now, this might be something we need to deal with later. But it seems like right now we don't need to deal with it. We also have an alarm here. A mailbox? Is that a mailbox? No. Let's look at the alarm.
The alarm is active, but it can't be very effective with the doors wide open like that. Still, there's always somebody around, so I guess we're safe.
I guess we're safe. Okay, let's talk to whoever this is. I feel like...
That's Fiona, my landlady. She's alright.
The game manual said, talk to everybody. Keep asking them, keep talking to them until you can't talk to them anymore.
Morning, Fiona.
Good morning, darling. You're up early.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little pale.
I had a bad nightmare. Yeah.
I had a bad nightmare.
Again? Well, you're not the only one, darling. Mickey woke me up screaming in the middle of the night. She wouldn't go back to sleep until I made her a cup of herbal tea.
Nightmares?
Apparently. But she refuses to tell me what they were. I think she's embarrassed.
That doesn't sound like Mickey.
I know, darling. Don't tell her I said so. But I've never seen her so agitated in my life. She scared the hell out of me.
I don't know why I have nightmares. I guess they could be stress-related. After all, the exhibition's right around the corner.
Oh, yes. The school exhibition. How's that going?
God, don't ask. I have no idea how I'm going to finish my painting on time. I haven't felt inspired in ages.
I think you work too hard, darling. You need to relax once in a while. Live. Enjoy your youth. There's inspiration to be found in hedonism, you know.
No, I don't know, but apparently you do.
I'm an authority on the subject, darling. Ask Mickey. She'll tell you I don't lift a finger around the place unless I absolutely have to.
Where's everybody this morning?
Mickey's tied up in the basement. Mind you, she's not literally tied up, of course, although that is a tempting thought.
Are you getting into your sexual fantasies here, Fiona? Because it's a little too early in the morning for that, don't you think?
Sorry, I just can't help myself. Anyway, the plumbing is... You probably noticed when you took a shower, yeah? There's no hot water. So Mickey's working on that. Getting knee-deep in putrid canal water is her job, thank God.
Gross.
What about Charlie? He up yet?
No, he's still sleeping, and Emma just went to bed. I saw her come in when I was making breakfast. Do you know who she's seeing now?
I don't know. Some guy?
Those lads I see her with, darling. She's too good for those arseholes. I wish she'd find herself a man who'd treat her right for once.
She hasn't had much luck with love, no?
She's a magnet for creeps, and she's so pretty. They prey on her, you know, bastards.
I've tried to talk to her about it, but Emma's impulsive. She doesn't listen.
She's just as headstrong as you and me, darling, but I'm sure she'll be all right. She's smart and resourceful, and not afraid to speak up for herself.
Yeah, 90s. Yeah, these games have lots of dialogue, and dialogue can be definitely related to puzzles and things like that. I played the, I don't know, you probably didn't see me playing the Sherlock Holmes games, but those were very heavy dialogue-based games, where you had dialogue options, and then you'd look at something and you get another dialogue option. You use a dialogue option on one character, which would open dialogue options for other characters. Just very, very, very dialogue-heavy games. Fun, but you can miss something just by accidentally not talking to a person or not looking at something, which I think was the point.
Shouldn't you be outside enjoying the good weather?
You joking? Bollocks to that. I'll stay inside until September, thank you very much. It's too bloody hot.
The Sherlock Holmes game that I played was Sherlock Holmes in the case of the serrated scalpel, and Sherlock Holmes in the case of the rose tattoo. Pretty old 90s point and clicks Very fun. They were fun games.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
Tell me about Emma.
Emma? Why, she's your best friend, darling. I don't know what to tell you that you don't already know. You girls are so close.
That's true. The day we met, we clicked instantly. It was strange, but cool.
Like me and Mickey then, except for the sex, of course.
That's a pretty big except for, Fiona.
Oh, I guess so. She's the crazy one, Emma is. Not crazy as in mad as a hatter, but crazy in a good way. Fun to be around.
Emma's always been a little weird.
Exactly, darling. She's a flirt, too, and the boys seem to drop like flies at her feet. No wonder. She's a real looker, I don't have to tell you. I'm sure she could have been a model if she'd wanted, but she's an artist, and a good one, too. I really think she'll be a successful artist. Her sculptures are getting a lot of attention.
All the other Sherlock Holmes games I have, I think, on my to-play list, my game list, which I will post in the chat here. So that's my current game list, which has over 800 adventure point-and-click, well, I guess probably point-and-click adventure games.
Anything else you can tell me about Emma?
She ought to be a little more careful sometimes. She's a flirt, and although she doesn't mean any harm, some lads don't take too well to being teased and rejected. You should tell her that, though, being her best friend and all.
I have told her. She won't listen.
No. She does worry me a little, but she's a big girl and she can take care of herself. I'm certainly happy to have her living here. Next to you and Charlie, she's my favorite tenant.
What did you think of me when we first met?
What did you think of me when we first met?
This is a lot of dialogue.
That's a peculiar question, isn't it? I thought you were quite lovely. I still do, darling.
Do you remember the day I arrived?
Of course, darling. It wasn't that long ago, and I'm not senile quite yet. It was in May, wasn't it?
No, I haven't. I haven't played either of those games.
Quite at a loss. First day in the city, wasn't it? I remember. You looked like a lost puppy.
Puppy? Me?
When I saw you lugging that suitcase across the bridge, my heart went out to you. I'm glad you came here. You could have been lost anywhere else.
The way that I do games is the viewers of the channel will put games onto a voting list, and then we will vote for the next game. The viewers will vote for the game that I play next. So I will play whatever game is voted for. If you look at the game list, there's a voting section. We need to put in game 4 and 5 on the voting list, and once the voting list is filled up, then I will open a vote, and the winner of that vote will be the next game that I play.
How long have you known Charlie?
Oh, he's one of our oldest tenants. It's close to 3 years, I believe, since he moved in. Charlie is always in a good mood, and he's such a gentleman.
I agree. He's an actual, genuine gentleman.
And you don't see a lot of gentlemen these days, trust me. You have a very good friend in him, darling. Perhaps even more than a friend.
Maybe I should talk to Charlie.
Friend?
Not for me to say, darling. If you don't realize it yet, you will.
This particular game won the vote by... we had 7 total votes, and this game had 6 votes. So that's why I'm playing this game.
Zach? I think we both feel the same way about him, darling. He's not actually a bastard. If he was, I'd have had him out of here in an instant. But he is an arse, and a stuck-up, pompous, arrogant wanker.
My thoughts exactly. Aside from that wanker bit.
Still, he pays his rent on time and he doesn't make a lot of noise. He keeps to himself. And most importantly, he's shit scared of me, so I can't just kick him out.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Fiona.
Me? Why? It's not much to say, darling. I love my job, I love Venice, and I love being with Mickey. I'm a happy girl. Sure, sometimes I wish I could go back to England to see my family, but that's water under the bridge, so to speak. I'm very happy with myself and my life here in Newport.
How long have you and Mickey been together?
How long have you and Mickey been together?
Mickey and I have been together since I was 19. She was in her late 30s then. The older, wiser, worldly woman. I found her sweet and charming and intriguing. When I finally realized she was neither of those things, it was too late. I was in love. She stole me away from my dreary British inner-city life, and she brought me here. She was no knight in shining armor, that's for sure, but she knew how to treat me like a woman.
You guys make a great couple.
You think so, darling? Yes, I guess we do. And the sex is amazing.
You never get tired of talking about your sex life, do you?
Never. And if I ever do, please shoot me.
Yeah, I'm always looking for steals on these types of games. This is a genre I really, really enjoy. I like the story-driven games, the just interactive story style, the puzzle solving. So I'm always looking for deals on games.
Can you tell me something about the border house?
That's one of my favorite topics, darling. What precisely do you want to know?
Oh, more options. This is...
What made you decide to run a boarding house?
That's a long story. One of the reasons Mickey and I got together was that we shared a passion for the classic English country inns. You know, quaint, weathered buildings, funny old ladies, and oddly suggestive names like the Lazy Cock.
So why come here to the big city? To America?
We wanted to create a place with a similar atmosphere and hospitality here in Newport. Like a safe house for people like you and I to call home, if only for a short while. So we discussed different options for a few months, and then we decided we wanted to start a boarding house for young, penniless students and artists.
You decided you wanted to do that here in Venice?
We knew that Venice was the place for us long before we came here, but the hard part was finding a building cheap enough.
And this building was available?
Not at first. Like most of the buildings in Venice, this one used to be a factory, but when we first looked at it, a local company was planning to turn it into a bar and nightclub. It was so perfect for our purposes, though, that we appealed to the Venice Borough Council, and after outlining our plans, they gave us the go-ahead at a reduced price, provided we kept our promises regarding our tenants.
Yeah, I have over 800 games on my playlist, so it's kind of difficult to acquire all of them. I do own several, quite a few of them, and some of them are not.
What inspired the name Border House?
That came quite naturally when we saw the place. It's on the border between two worlds, isn't it? Between Venice and the city itself. And at the same time, I also believe we're on the border between two more abstract worlds. Between art and spirit on the one hand, and science and technology on the other.
That's very poetic, Fiona.
Yes, I've practiced. I may be an inner-city girl, but I can philosophize and bullshit with the best of them.
Do you and Mickey own the place together?
We own it together, yes, and we've shared the responsibilities between us. Mickey takes care of the maintenance of the building, and I busy myself with the administrative tasks. I also take care of the day-to-day management of our tenants, like deciding whether or not to let someone rent a room. And, of course, the unpleasant business of booting someone out.
I thought you enjoyed that part.
Yes, all right. In some cases I do, but not always. It can get quite messy.
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could help you out, darling.
Man, this has so much dialogue. Wow.
Tell us some more about the border house.
Wow, there's so much here.
What precisely do you want to know?
Thanks for the information.
Oh, apparently...
I'm glad I could help you out, darling.
Apparently there's nothing else I can get there.
What can you tell me about Venice?
I don't really know much about the history of Venice. You should really ask someone with an interest in local affairs. What I do know is that this whole neighborhood used to be an industrial area, and that about 100 years ago they converted most of the buildings into residences for students and the homeless. And it's a nice place to live, certainly. Friendly people, liberal attitudes, great clothing stores, quite perfect, aside from that dreadful stench from the canals in the summertime.
Ew. Gross. What's the story behind my apartment?
What's the story behind my apartment?
Your apartment? It's more a room than anything else. Not much more than a large closet, really.
It's not that small.
It's one of our smallest rooms, but it's cheap and it's on a nice floor. I hope you're happy there.
I like it. It's convenient, and it's got an interesting view.
That's nice to hear, darling. As for the story behind it, no unexplained deaths or hidden pirate treasures, I'm afraid. Just a long string of students on a tight budget.
Do you like Newport? Oh, now my mouse is working?
Do you like Newport?
Oh, my mouse is working for dialogue,
The
too.
city? I
That
stay
wasn't
in Venice
working
most
before.
Of the time. It's easy to forget we're just a tiny little pocket in the middle of a sprawling urban wasteland. But do I like it? I think Newport is one of the great cities of our age. Love it or hate it, you can't argue with that.
And which one is it? Love or hate?
I haven't decided yet, darling. Ask me again in another 15 years. Perhaps I'll have an answer then.
I don't have any more questions right now, I guess.
I don't have any more questions right now.
Don't hesitate asking if there's something else you want to know.
Can I ask you a few more questions?
I don't mind, darling. Ask away.
I think that's it.
Thanks for your help, Fiona.
There's an anti-alias
welcome,
mod.
darling.
Interesting.
I'd better get going.
Off to school.
Yeah, there are no more classes this semester, but I have to finish my painting by next Thursday.
For what it's worth, darling, good luck. And don't work too hard, all right?
Alright. I think we finished that dialogue, so let's save. Let's just, I guess, go here. So let's see if we can talk to Charlie, who is a friend of ours. And also the name of my cat. My cat is named Charlie. See if we can knock on the door.
Nobody home.
No, guess not. Okay. The game looks pretty good. This reminds me of actually the Sherlock game, the Sherlock Holmes and the Case of the Rose Tattoo in some visual style. It was a more kind of realistic looking style, although it looks like 3D rendered characters in this case. We didn't have 3D rendered characters. They had the kind of somewhat photorealistic environment. One thing I do like to do is play games as they were the original way. Like if I have a choice of a like the enhanced edition or the base edition, I'll usually pick the base edition of the game. I don't know. That's just my preference. I don't know why.
Señorita.
Yes?
How are you this morning, Señorita Bonita?
Hot, busy, or I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine. And you?
Sunshine and pretty señoritas give an old man like me the blues. I like my days cold and rainy. In fact, I think I prefer the world to be in black and white.
Like an old movie.
Like all good movies. But tell me, Señorita Ryan, how would you describe your perfect day?
Hot and sunny like this one.
Well then, you should be happy to be alive today, yes? It is a perfect day. But you are not happy, are you? You are troubled by nightmares.
What?
You are afraid of them. You even fear your dreams may be real.
Who told you about my nightmares?
No one. I can tell from looking into your eyes. I see the ghosts that haunt you.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but from now on, stay the hell away from me in my personal life.
No puedo, Señorita Ryan. You have a destiny.
Destiny? I don't care what you think. Just leave me alone.
If you don't face them, I'm afraid your nightmares will continue. Soon they will appear to you even when you're awake.
You need some serious help, you know that?
We all do, April. That's the reason we are here, you and me.
That's it. I don't have to listen to this.
Perdóname. I've upset you. We didn't think you'd react this way. I hope we can talk again soon.
I don't think so, no.
Please, think about it. And señorita, cuidado. Be careful.
Whoa, what just happened? What was that? They get a new diary entry? Yeah. Okay, so that means I added a diary entry. I know he's nuts, but to think that I have some kind of destiny, the guy's been doing too many raptures or whatever they pop back when he's has double dick. That is one issue. The text is very difficult to read. Okay, let's save again. Okay. That is one thing I will say, is the text is hard to read. It's just the font is bad. Do the bridges. Let's go there, I guess. Ooh, some music. Well, that was weird. That was some weird music. Here's some individual over here. Where are we going? I can't talk to this person. He's coming by me. No, he's coming by me. I can't go that way. Where am I going? Where am I going? I go over here to the cafe. Or to the subway. Oh, wait. Or to the park. Let's go to the cafe. That seems like a good way to start the day. Go to the cafe. get some coffee to drink, and then go to the subway and go to work on our thing. Oh yeah, I did know that actually. I think it said in the manual that I could double click and that she would go faster. I had forgotten about that. Oh wait, this place doesn't look open.
Closed for maintenance. Will reopen at 3 p.m. What's going on? The place was fine last night.
Boo earns.
Dang it. Yeah, I did see that option. Well, let's go to the subway then, I guess. Go to the subway. I also know that I can hit the X button and it'll show me exits. That's one thing that the manual said I could do, is hit X and it'll show me exits, which is a really cool feature, I must say. Okay, here's the subway. We have some people here. Yeah, I agree. I wish point and clicks also had a had like highlighted pointers when you go over things, and stuff like that. But
it's a plaque commemorating the Venice massacre of 2109. It reads, "In honor of those who died defending our right to live."
Okay,
East
sign.
Venice. There are, I think, 3 subway stops in Venice, including this one.
Do I want to go to the subway?
Newport Transit System. It's not one system anymore, though. All the different lines are owned by different companies. This is the Metro line, and I believe it's run by Bocamba Mercer.
So it looks like I want to go down here to the subway itself. Now here we go.
Uh-oh. I have to get scanned. Jumping gates in the Newport subway is a corporate offense liable to get me 5 years behind bars, if I'm lucky.
Single day or week?
I'll get a weekly pass, just in case. It's a small camera. It's a small camera. Let's see. According to the instructions, I push a button with a stylized hand, wave my cash card in front of the round thingy, and then stand still for a few seconds.
Oh, I have to wave my cash card in front of the round
I can
thing.
stand still.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but the fare is $15. You have $1 left on your cash card.
Oh no!
This message was brought to you by the Bocamba Mercer Company. The future spells Bocamba Mercer.
I only have $1.
I don't have enough money on my card. I have to remember to get paid for last week's work.
Oh. Gee, man, I already spent all my $2,000 something dollars. Ah, man. Boo. I have a thumbtack? Where did that come from? Oh, from the note. Okay. What's this?
Found a gold ring under the common room sofa. If it's yours, let me know. But no false claims, please. Fiona. I did lose a gold ring a few weeks ago. I hope this is the one. I'll have to ask Fiona about it.
Alright, we're gonna go back out, I think. I mean, we could probably spend $1, but what's this? To the park. Let's go to the park. To the park. Ooh. Okay, we see the subway and the academy. Oh, that's where we want to go, the academy. Okay, that's where I was trying to go in the first place. And we have an artist.
All day long, all year. He never stops painting. Ever. And I doubt he's ever finished even one painting.
What's with the music? The music is very ominous.
I can't even begin to guess what that's supposed to be.
What? It looks like a trash can. The person. Doesn't look like we can do anything over here. So let's go to the academy. Seems like where we want to go. We don't have to take the subway to get there. We can just walk or run, I guess, in our case. Ah, here we go. We're at the academy. Let's look at the notice board.
It's the official VAVA notice board. Only registered students are allowed to put notices up here.
Hey, Z-Bomb Gaming! Thank you for the bits. How's it going?
The annual VAVA Summer Exhibit, August 11th through 18th. God, I'm actually expected to be ready by then.
This is a... There's like... Oh, wait. I can actually talk to these people.
No, I've got too much to...
Oh, no. I can't talk to these people.
Bishop and Anne-Marie. He's a photography student. She's in my life study class. Nice couple.
Okay. Well, let's go in. Let's go inside. See what we got going on here. All right. Well, thanks for the bits. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I am playing The Longest Journey, a game from 1999, I think is when this game came out. Pretty cool game. A rubber glove. Let's see if I can take it. Or yoink it, I guess.
Yoink!
Why would somebody toss out a perfectly good work glove with just one big hole in it? What a terrible, terrible waste.
Yeah, that's why I like to play all these games, is because some of these I didn't even have a chance to play them. So, I love going back and playing all these games that I missed. And this was one of them.
Art books. There's a really nice one here on Turner. I love his landscapes. Art books.
But I can't take it. Okay. Where can I go now? Okay, are there any? Oh, they can go upstairs. Okay. I feel like I should go and paint. I feel like my mission is to go paint. So I want to go paint. I guess this game did come out 20 years ago. Yeah. Ah, here we go. Oh, what's this? This looks cool.
Emma's really good with the holosculptor, and her imagination is so vivid. Good thing we're best friends, or I might be jealous.
A holosculptor. That's new. I guess make holograms. That's pretty cool. What's this? Sink.
These sinks are as old as the building itself, but at least they've been renovated quite recently.
Oh, cool. The Blade Runner is yet another adventure
Some
game
books
on my
on
list of
color,
games to play.
composition, and duck hunting?
Alright, is this my canvas? Look at it.
I can only think of two things more depressing than a blank canvas. Death and taxes.
Let's use it.
I'm way past finger painting. I need a paintbrush and palette.
Ah! Well, here's a... Seems to be paint. So I need to get paint. Oh, here we go. Take that. Oh, I got that. Okay. I got my paintbrush and palette. So let's use my paintbrush and palette on the canvas. This is Painting Simulator. There we go. Let's do some work. Here comes somebody. Who is it? Is this Emma? Could be Emma.
Hiya. Emma? Hi. I didn't expect to see you here today.
Me neither. Are you busy?
Nah. Well, I am. But I was about to wrap up for today anyway. Why? What's going on?
I have an important message for you.
Important message, you say?
Yeah, from whom?
Believe it or not, girlfriend, but it's from Cortez.
Excuse me?
Who's that?
He said to tell you that he wants to meet you, these are his exact words, where children visualize their dreams.
Visualize dreams? What's that supposed to mean?
Me? I was hoping you would know.
Did he say anything else?
Nope, that was it. Why does he want to meet you? Oh, don't tell me. You guys are having a secret love affair.
Oh, yeah. We're eloping and flying to Africa tonight. It's all been happening so fast. My heart's aflutter.
How romantic. I couldn't imagine a better catch than Senor Cortez, the Latin lover.
Did he talk to you about nightmares?
No. Why?
I don't know. It's just... my dreams are really starting to bother me.
There you go again with dreams. You're obsessing, April. They're just dreams. Sometimes a banana is just a banana.
Cigar?
Cigar.
Cigar? What do you mean cigar?
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, not a banana.
Whatever. The point is, you're reading too much into your dreams. I'm sure they're perfectly logical.
Even a talking dragon? Is a talking dragon logical?
Especially a talking dragon? You had a dream about a dragon? Okay, that's not logical. That's just silly. Still, this ought to be interesting. Go on.
Well, there was a dragon.
I think we established that already. You had a dream about a dragon.
Not just any dragon, though. A talking dragon.
Yep, we've been through that. Talking dragon covered. What did it say?
She. It was a she, a female dragon.
What, you could tell from the skirt, high heels, and lipstick?
Don't mock me, Emma. She said something to me. Something about being the mother of the future.
She probably said time to get up and go to school, April.
If you don't want to take my dreams seriously, I'll just stop telling you about them.
Is that a promise?
Like you're in any position to make fun of my dreams? Have you looked at your sculptures lately?
Oh, that's low. I'd punch you out if I wasn't so hungry. You want to go get some lunch at the Fringe?
I'll drop by after I clean up around here.
I'll drop by after I clean up around here.
I'll be there for a while, so bye.
So bye. What's that noise? Things are happening.
Who's there? Oh.
Boogeyman!
That was not a dream, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that was not a dream. Wait.
It's
wait.
Emma's contribution.
Okay, okay. Okay, creepy. Alright, that dragon kind of came alive. Sort of. Maybe. Sort of, maybe. Oh, this guy's gone. Okay, we got canvases. I don't think there's anything else we can do here. I think we just have to leave. What else we can do? Okay, let's exit. Wait, who's this? A girl.
Nice hair color.
Can't talk to her. Okay, so we can go to the park. The only way we can go. Take it the notice board didn't say anything.
Need model to pose nude for serious work. P.S. Only looking for young and beautiful. It used to be chicks, then he crossed it out and wrote women. That's smooth, man.
Alright, let's go to the park. Okay, we're in the park. Nothing. Doesn't look like there's anything we can do here. We can go to the subway, which we don't have enough money to get on the subway. Well, maybe we do. If we just got a one ride pass, but might get stuck. Go to the bridges. Let's do that. Where's the Fringe at? Is that the cafe? Yeah, it likely was by Zach. Zach's kind of a jerk. Well, maybe not. Just not a good person. So apparently when I turn viewing exits on, it just stays on. Wait, what's happening over here?
Man, those guys are in trouble. Don't they know that skateboarding is strictly prohibited in Newport?
RoboCop. Well, this is where I can get some money. Assuming, oh, it is open again. Okay, cool.
The Fringe Cafe, my home away from home. I really don't mind working there. It's a nice place. I mean, it ranks nice on a scale from begging for food at the bottom to just scraping by at the top. I do not intend to make a career of it.
Alright, I better save. I haven't saved in a while. Okay. Backpacker.
It amazes me why backpackers flock to Newport. You'd think they'd have the good sense to stick to India, Australia, and the near-Earth colonies.
And we got...
I think people should have the good sense to do that kind of stuff behind closed doors. At least as long as I don't have a boyfriend.
Oh, I just noticed it says the Fringe up there. Okay. So the only way we can go is in. I didn't think this game worked in Scum VM. I didn't see it as an option in Scum VM, so... Where's Emma? Exit. Here we go. Here's Emma.
Settle this one for us, April. When did Roindale release Sidetracked?
04, right after the Morning Star exile, those sons of bitches.
With blood on their boots. Yeah. Told you so, Marcus.
You said 03.
I was closer than you. 07, and you call yourself a fan.
I don't.
Did you speak with Zach today?
Why?
He was upset. Called you a stuck-up bitch.
He what? You gotta be kidding me. I wasn't even that rude to him.
He thinks so. So that even if you came crawling to his door, he wouldn't give you the time of day. Said you called him an asshole.
Oh, God. I really don't know when to shut my mouth, do I?
Who cares? It's Zach. He hates you, so what? No great loss.
That's true.
So what else is going on? What are you doing this afternoon?
Actually, I came by to see if I could find Cortez.
What's with you and this guy? You'd rather spend time with him than us?
I have to find out what the message means.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything except what I already told you. Ask Charlie. He spoke with Cortez earlier.
Ooh, Charlie. Let's talk to Charlie. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Staying here. What else? I'm meeting a friend later, but that's not until 9. We're waiting for Isabel and then we're gonna eat. But I guess you're not hungry.
No.
Figures. I don't know why I even bother asking.
Who's this friend you're meeting later? Don't tell me it's that guy you were out with last night.
Are you gonna tell me I shouldn't get involved with men like him?
No. Of course not. I'm not your... You don't need me to tell you that, Emma.
Well, I wish you would, because you're right. I shouldn't. He's a bastard. But he's so cute and charming and, you know, very good in bed. I just can't help myself. But he's not a keeper. Don't worry about that. It's just this thing. Just a fling.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Emma?
Like I don't tell you everything that's going on anyway? Of course you can ask me questions. Like, duh.
Like, duh?
What's your, take on Cortez?
My take on Cortez. What's that, like a diplomatic way of saying what the F is this guy's glitch?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's go with that one.
That works.
You know, I think Cortez is a barrel of laughs. In a good way. Everybody thinks they got him all figured out, you know? Like he's the resident weirdo. But I know that just ain't true. I've talked with Cortez, and the guy is brilliant. He's weird, yeah, and he's up in the clouds, and I think he believes in aliens, which is cool. But girl, he's smart. I mean, I'm not talking professor smart here. I'm talking real life, seen it all, been there, done that, smart. Useful smart. Experienced smart. And, ooh, I gotta tell you, the guy's cultured. Ask him about anything. Art, music, movies, books. He's current on most topics, which scares me because it seems he's always just, I don't know, hanging around doing nothing. He rarely goes anywhere. It's like he's waiting for something. Or someone.
Yeah, maybe Jerry Garcia.
You're bad. No, I don't think he's a doper. I mean, listen to the guy. What he says may sound a little out there, but the way he says it... No, he's not on Amethyst, that's for sure. And one more thing, he is cute.
He's what?
Cute.
Emma, he's like 60.
Did you ever see his eyes? Those are not the eyes of an old man. And so what if he's 60? He's better looking than most of the guys I date and so much nicer.
Then I think you've been swimming in the shallow end of the gene pool for too long, Emma. I mean, come on, a 60-year-old screwball with a ponytail and an exotic accent? Hello?
Well,
we'll see.
Did you speak with Charlie today?
There's a lot of dialogue in this
yeah,
game.
for a few minutes. Why?
Which I don't mind.
Nothing. Just wondered is all.
April, did he say anything to you at all?
About what?
About... nothing.
I haven't talked to him today.
Which isn't true because I don't lie, but he... Ugh, forget it. If we were having this conversation in a movie, I'd be going, like... Shit, girl, get your act together. Open your eyes. But I don't think that's a good idea. Not in real life. Because real life has a nasty habit of hurting people's feelings.
Did you finish your sculpture for the exhibition?
Did you finish your sculpture for the exhibit?
Pretty
That's
much.
true.
I'm happy with it, and I know that if I go back and keep working on it, I'll just kill it. I think I'll leave it alone. You?
You know what? Don't ask. I'm praying it'll finish itself one of these days.
Sure. Could happen. It could so happen. But I wouldn't count on it.
I'll have it ready in time.
Nah,
Yes, you will, or I'll
I
kick
don't
your
think
ass
I will.
so hard that you'll...
Okay, I got it. Thanks for the inspiration. Thanks, Emma.
Thanks for what? For talking to you? Girlfriend, what the hell is the matter with you? Snap out of it.
I have a couple of more questions.
Yes, Inspector?
What else can I ask? That's it. Okay, I can't ask
gotta
anything. I have to run.
See you around,
Alright.
stranger.
Okay. Can I talk to... No.
That's well, Emma's friend, really. Marcus.
So he is
He's a
voiced
lava
by the
stain as
creator-writer of the series. Cool. That's cool. Cool. There's a jukebox here.
It's a jukebox, according to Stan. It's an original. Almost 200 years old. I don't know. That looks like a replica to me. A good replica, but still.
Alright, so I think I need to find Cortez.
Roma Gallery presents
Ooh.
Growing Pains. An exhibition by and for kids and teenagers. Could this be what Cortez was talking about? Where kids visualize their dreams? I think this may be it. Where's the Roma Gallery located?
Oh. Okay, interesting. The Roma Gallery.